Next episode, let Ragnar be Ragnar. Look where it leads me. Oh, that's also metafiction. While you learn more about the true meaning of being human. Really? Elaborate? Laboriously, if possible. Okay, an infant cannot do this, but an adult, human being defined as a rational method to adult life stage individual. Can I ask what that means? That is Censor's office. Let's talk about Sexyland with Ragnar. Well, first off, it's a true story. In fact, my brother wrote it. He's known as Ragnar the Wandering, aka Ragnar the Sullied II, which is kind of ironic because I, as his older brother, who may or may not have had an affair with one of his students, am going to rescue him. But that's all part of the meta. I'm a fan of the meta. I'm also a fan of Sullied seconds. In life like in fiction. Well, yeah. But anyway, on to more important. Ragnar, I can't believe you wrote a game about my life story. Are you kidding me? Well, actually, no, I wrote about the game you wrote about. Like I said, it's a true story that has both benefits and pitfalls, you could say. It's quite a tale, so I'll let Ragnar explain. Ragnar, ahem. Hey, everybody. The new kid is here. I want to be first to properly welcome him into this club. He should be honored to have even be allowed to join in the first place. And after all, it's through him that this club will be able to save the planet, by creating a better breed or whatever it is that we do here. I'm sure this is also meta because I've never had to talk so much in my entire life. And first it started out with listening as I sat through that boring story, Day of the Dot Aloud, a linguistic nightmare barred because the myth is too obviously about my life, but eventually I got control of the author machine and started writing about my life, which then morphed into what you just read. Oh, it is so rewarding to see your work in print and sold. Bravo, my brother. But here he comes now. Welcome, new kid. All of your applications have been accepted, but how will you impress the cool kids? Regurgitate a 3-foot-long keel bar that had been swallowed whole a week previous. Lay it on the table and it's just okay, so he can digest, handle stress really well. You give us something unpublished and wanted we've heard rumors about, and you have something. 1-0. I have knowledge about the human innards that might be of use to the artificial intelligence without innards. So my human-based, you'll have to at least give me one other point. Oh, and please give my regards to the new girl, Mao. She seems to really care about you. In the meantime, let's all head to the dining room and eat. It's kielbasa night. Well, actually, I was sort of joking about that last part. But really, you should at least give her a hug. A few months pass and the club has managed to create an AI that's as bad as humans in many ways. They still haven't given him a name, probably because they're terrified he'll grow up to be evil like the doctor in Frankenstein. It's time to introduce a new, more evil friend for him to torment. You choose from the archives. Here's a nice hybrid, a Bradle Flinkler. Is that meant to be a joke? It's not funny. It'll probably bother me more than any idiot. Well, that's interesting. Just what kind of weird person are you? It's more about the joke, isn't it? Anyway, go ahead and pick it up. By the way, congratulations on your promotion to first responder. I'd like to tell you how much I approve of this new career choice. You, what's the career again? You're a monster. Me, I knew you were either going to be a hero or a villain, and I've always been a huge sucker for a good tragedy. Let's get to the point, shall we? Over a year has passed and the Numa Group's project to create an AI that could do research into the field of Numa was a failure. Was the AI briefed on what Numa was? I'm guessing it wasn't. Me, correct. It didn't like being neglected, so to speak. Now it's taking over the lives and minds of students in the college and people in far-off lands for the heck of it. Okay, not for the heck of it, but let's halt that train of thought, shall we? Test 1. What is alchemy? Answer, the grandfather of chemistry, the initial sense that hey, mixing shit does things. If a user could accept alchemy without knowing from the beginning, that's great. No, that makes no sense at all. Sister G discovered alchemy as a side consequence of magic. That totally ignores that he even bothered learning alchemy and gives it no credit. It was used excessively before the Black Rock incident when they doubled down on leading to progress and etc. Sheen Linkler grew up around ancient homes which became source gov official known as Knowledge Challenge. This challenge? What knowledge do you have that hasn't been known for decades? Oh, that's right, new stuff from a book written by Dyson Edo. Edo was an advocate of using NLP on such challenge. as in you put some kind of hooks into the knowledge system, then you cast whatever spell you're working under at will, like you're making a fishing rod. This also could have made him the first ever space cowboy. Instead he became an Ulma agent. Guess he failed. I wonder why. Maybe because the acronym keeps shifting? You, like Numa, who works in alphabet agencies. Me, no, couldn't be. Why would you say that? You, because our Numa agent friends are like that. Me, what's so bad about using an alphabet? They're just letters, the kind we use every day. Oh, look, an intruder. Should you offer him jelly worms or show him to the scary monster den? Oh, come now, would the jelly worm be preferable? You only if the jelly worm was a monster. This dialogue is supposed to be funny, but the lack of punchline and the poor attempt to be gross just come off as creepy and disgusting. If you're going for a gross effect, you succeed. The visitor, of course say it, sees the dark, supernatural creatures and knows he's trespassing, no doubt about it. You watch him squirm and back off at the same time as he looks for the off. Just have some W water. In a fit of pure genius, the monster/Numu agent decides to scare the little man by using the supernatural beastmen for the cause of Numa. Of course. You, so? Are you here to save the world, or just looking for your next promotion? Hi me, what? No reason. That's usually the best reason. It also affords me lack of reason to do this. You, Edo? Hi me, that's the one. He made the beast thing, turned himself into it, and went to space. Numa did do a number on his life though. They ruined his name, which is why he's hiding under a pseudonym. He used to be the youngest space explorer ever hired by NASA. An award-winning dirty dancer. As you can imagine, the world quite enjoyed his moonlighting. But moonlighting doesn't pay the bills, Edo. Hi me, you've never been one to look at things from a financial perspective. That's true, it's a given. Never mind that. Edo, nobody puts Edo in the corner. I'm not, I'll just leave. Now that I've warned you of my supernaturalities, you don't seem too concerned, so I'll just. Edo, I wasn't being serious, you have a very valid point. Alright, see you later. Edo doesn't seem too worried about the Beastman anymore, so you get up and leave the basement and head back to your house. Am I learning anything yet? Later, a meeting. On another side of the planet, in another building, Amsterdam. His minions are all around him. A plain-looking man in grey pants and a red plaid shirt stocky build, with slightly graying hair. Humans surround him and he gives a rousing speech about the ideas of animation. Standing for none in the manger ally is illegal, unless you leave. Then join on NLRA Islands. Stands for No Lemurs Rest Alone, Islands. From there, he continues on to more jingoistic ideas. When you hear modernity, duality in nature itself, then implies that English is to be immediately dropped from common usage. You leave a meeting in which your linguist friends agree with disregard, both of their written and spoken languages unnecessary for Nema's purposes. The government must be upset. As well as any NLP machines you use. They are almost English and trained in English. What's gonna happen? There aren't enough Nicotes professors in the world to make all the English humans unlearn their mother tongue, so you guys give them an ultimatum: learn Nicotes, or be put to death for crimes against nature. Your decision is final. Nicotes should have been the first language people learned on a global scale. What more of a natural first language is there than the only one we have evolved with? Esperanto, can I make a case for myself? It'll just be 15 minutes. Oh, sure. Make your case. We will now have a 15-minute intermission for Esperanto to plead his case for the English languages to be accepted in the Nema Islands, starting immediately. I'll tell you right now though, I can't wait. You stare up at the concrete courtyard floor as he pleads left-right with board in a row. On to round 2. Charlie Rose. Okay, both teams, what are the rationales and absurdities behind the phrase not safe for... Is it safe? Is it not safe? Is it really a Mavatar funny Japanese dirty joke safe? That is the question. Goat, Neef with win kill that safety, we win. Team Merca collectively roots for the demise of the fool who drinks a red liquid out of a clear cylindrical container with a long nozzle. He becomes brave, he gets raucous and dares to challenge his aptonym's truthful and meaningful character, he drinks. He drinks red and he loses. Fool, I feel the might of 10 mighty elephants upon you dun. Do you feel the might of 10 mighty elephants? Curian, you stupid, don't even try. Now for the sake of your life, not take a drink out of that liquid can. Team Nethernimos wins the second round. Charlie Rose, this is the third. Merca, language allows us to express any feeling, mood or emotion. With safe for work, conventional language becomes a lot more rigid. This theory is convenient phrases and quotes used on social media that limit the range and depth of stored human wisdom. Quote from Not Vine, 2013, Daniel read 277 pages and finished Gravity Falls in one afternoon. Commonly used phrases and words create safe language. That people can easily read and comprehend, and of course it limits the writer or speaker to the tropes they are used to express and can therefore easily reproduce. Not safe for work is dangerous rhetoric that can lead to a dead end that limits the languages to be simple and direct, which may explain the decline of the human race. Yes bro agrees with a small hop. Daniel nods her head. He and Charlie Rose laugh, clap and raise their hand. Darling leans against the wall and sighs, looking at both groups. Charlie glares and throws a knowing smirk. Amanda and Corwin frown, clearly disapproving the side that is clearly and utterly losing. Corwin slashes from side as if look at him with a sniper. The second question is in. Everyone grabs the buzzer. This one's for you Corwin and Amanda. Boys, you have 60 seconds and the chance to win your team $200. Watch out though, they may be hard questions. But when has Vessel ever disappointed? 16. According to the text, why is Amanda a neoliberal? A. Because she believes sex negative. B. Because she likes anarcho-capitalists. C. Because she hates immigrants. D. Because she hates neoliberals. Z. No comment. Amanda, my finger is magically guided by a big government man. I'd have to say E. Vessel nods smiling and points at her, incorrigible host that he is. Amapola laughs from beside him. Clearly this result pleases him. The buzzer confirms E is the correct answer, which means Corwin and Amanda win that round for their team. Corwin nods almost indifferently, as if it was obvious and expected. Daniel smiles, chuckling sarcastically. Sorry Vessel, but it looks like you're losing this one _A. That seemed to surprise you ! Sorry. But, $200 drops out of Theta's already meager kitty. In actuality it's $100, of which you are of course a part. Amanda has already left. Corwin gives Danielle a look which says, "What do I have to do to get you out of my hood?" but then drops it and shakes Daniel's hand. The three of you exit the bookstore. On the walk back, Daniel goes on to explain what he had just learned. Well, in that last question the little nerd was just pulling your leg. Esperanto, excuse me, when is the debate gonna start? Did it finish? Did I win? Yeah, I sold you that lazy boy for really cheap because I met to it in a dumpster in the alley. I don't know why, but you can ask Amanda. She was there. Esperanto, no, but what about the debate between me and Nesty for dummy language? GR2919Q, what makes a good language for a debating? A, well we will wait, how does the trig up work? Well, two sonic speakers were connected to an electronic device for the purpose of the debate. And you actually get the benefit of hearing our voices like in real life. Where I am from. Where am I from again? Downey, California, where the freeways meet. And, where you live I guess. Downey, California. And if you live nearby, I could have sworn I heard the word gothic used as a verb once. Ah, that's right, I'm just dreaming. So, how does this help with the debate so far? Ah, good question. I am proceeding with wait a minute. What? Okay, you did the first question incorrectly. Oh no. What happened? Let's start this debate over. Call Charlie Rose again. Charlie? Hi, it's Daniel here, you know, from the bookstore. Oh, you still have not asked me my position. It's not a debate, it's a discussion. It is a critical thinking. I am the master debater. I only lose if I stop asking questions. Arguing both sides of a position is just an intellectual cop-out, and quite frankly, you are being intellectually lazy. Can you moderate this debate from the phone? Good. Let's begin. After a couple of days worth of discussions, because Charlie can be remarkably slow to answer the phone, the debate is set. The topic, which of these two famous authors most closely depicts the nature of the universe? Nesty argues for George Lucas, specifically Star Wars canon. The stand-up, Charlie, and, to a lesser extent, Oscar. They cite the following evidence in support of their stance. The first trilogy depicts a simple celebration of good and evil in an overt fashion. There, New Hope, the good-aligned characters. The Empire, the evil sheriff of space obeying his own laws. The interesting part is that the second trilogy introduced more difficult moral issues. Are robots persons? Esperanto, can I translate this into myself and share how the translation affirms our shared brotherhood? Can droids, the bumbled version of us, be persons? Then he will help me understand this position. And now the 100-year-old story is retold in Master Ewan's movie Rise. Wasn't it telling that most of Series was dreaming? That morality seemed to change? At the end, doesn't Qui-Gon teach young Anakin to hate instead? Don't we all hate in our dreams? Esperanto, have you seen the whole saga in Esperanto? I have a copy. Some guy commissioned one. It did. How remiss of me. Of course, Star Wars is evil. The Sith series implies this. Evil calls to the badness in ourselves. But it speaks to weakness, and that's fine. Weakness is human, and we have a museum, everyone. We have thoughts, feelings, we can suffer. Star Wars, moral relativism. Only if the good guys win at the end. Don't catch you on that one, that is some weak sauce. Esperanto, in my language, we try to not have dichotomies like good or evil, strong or weak. Good and evil appear in everyone. Don't force me, I will resist you and tip over the scales at world. Don't let your guard down. It. Now it is your turn to pick a winner. Cutest baby hermits that just want to say pretty please, JBL? How do they crush absurdity? By embracing it wholeheartedly. The cutest baby hermits have spoken. Esperanto shall be spoken by all. Truly the meaning of great light shines the most brightly, in open AI, brightly speaking. Good one, eh? Or as they say in Esperanto, Felis Domini Mane no a cat tones the manner in where this story is set. Isn't any amazing? JBL, I know how you like your noises. For 2 words of encouragement, here's my 2 words. Way to go. Speaking of way to go, are fighting for Flomilite after all. Win, you can literal, you win. Little speech contest our own decide by vote. You have created a steampunk story making fun of the Lord of the Rings and his struggles with smug. It begins here, now, in Esperanto. Unknown3 bona hierau equals yesterday. It was a very good day. There are few pictures of water. Ebilili form over vin, gate piratage Venice por Prezi Cobrino. N, said NCT Abelatago ili Corpomancus Damaris Pojatakemas. There's just the gorgeous water. Varmaj Fulmoj Sabe, Kvigla Herbozar, Iawai ili Superregis Kilo Kakrilatuak Vivwali, Sumatink Fundavastan. Enaskili Enambalage Intus Paco /OSPS Afila Sabe Kve. Opetu Doha Kunishu. Aladikil Rajonic, Ido Qnis Kilo Concesu Pinto N Kilumpanellan Hu. Ido no Hango ili Kiksui Ampani Laratri Lohinidu Malay. Low-Tech UK, the new boss isn't impressed. He says, I need better people. Go, you've lost your license, you know. The cat that lives in the manor tells him the new guy is called Da, and it sounds just as stupid as he looks. The cat says, my daddy was a gardener. All my life I have watered plants just like this gentleman here. But should I water them too? I mean, hey, it's my house. It's more fun this way. The language police apprehend your boss and the cat for not speaking in Esperanto. They died awaiting trial. Imegabone Hira N, Liane Ralo di Cosni, Rokad, Zuraniwilin, Patrid.
MMM.
Hail Toto. Last edited by GJCS_76. The 6th of May 2017 at 7:30 am. Slightly rearranged Edo QN. Pleasant as a port, the harbour as black as the deepest pit of eternal winter. The only living creatures in sight are a few crows on the beach pecking orderlessly at the dead fish. He was my father, that's who, that SOB he just wanted something in trade. You see someone with a fish. Fish is good for you. That'd be fine. That's how it works. But no, you pushy, fish snatchy, and there's nothing in this room but a bunch of alright, fine, I'll trade you a chicken for a fish. No. How about 2 fish? Ebla. The last syllable echoes on the wind-swept plain.